Have you ever looked around at all the hustle and bustle, all the chasing and striving, and felt empty, like there's a deeper current to life you're just not catching? Because what if the path to a deeply fulfilling, truly meaningful life isn't found in what you accumulate, but in who you become? Far from being about suppressing emotions or living a grim existence. What if true purpose isn't something you find out there, but something you build within? We live in a world that constantly tells us what should make us happy. More money, more possessions, more likes, more fleeting experiences. We chase these things, often exhaust ourselves in the pursuit, only to find that the satisfaction is temporary and the deeper question remains: is this all there is? Am I living a life that truly matters? So, let's embark on this journey to find your authentic purpose. If you've ever wrestled with that feeling of being lost, of lacking true direction, or if you're tired of chasing temporary highs that leave you wanting more, then this video is for you. Our unique capacity for reason and our innate drive to connect with others are key to understanding our highest purpose. And when we act virtuously, we are fulfilling our potential as ethical, social beings. This isn't about following arbitrary rules. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, the most authentic and flourishing human being you can be. They concluded that our purpose lies in living in accordance with nature, which for them meant living in accordance with reason and virtue. But for the Stoics, true purpose was something far more profound, more accessible, and more enduring than any external pursuit. Apia. The Stoics identified four primary, interconnected virtues that serve as your ultimate compass for ethical living and meaningful action. These are not abstract concepts. They are practical guides for every decision you make, every challenge you face, and every interaction you have. It's about how you navigate life, not just what you accomplish. It's about the kind of person you become, not just the titles you hold or the possessions you acquire. It's not merely intellectual knowledge, but practical wisdom, the ability to discern what is truly good, what is bad, and what is indifferent. It helps you see the why behind your actions. It's the skill of navigating complex situations, making sound judgments, and understanding the world as it truly is, free from illusion and emotional bias, and the most principled course of action, rather than acting impulsively or selfishly. It's the strength to face fear, discomfort, adversity, and uncertainty with resilience and resolve. It's the courage to speak your truth, to do what's right even when it's unpopular or difficult, to persist in the face of setbacks, and to accept what you cannot change with equanimity. It's the fortitude to endure pain, both physical and emotional, without being broken by it. Wisdom allows you to see clearly, to understand the consequences of your actions, and to choose the most rational and beneficial path. It helps you stand firm in your values. It's about knowing what to seek and what to avoid, and what isn't worth pursuing at all. You cannot truly be courageous without wisdom to know what is worth fighting for. Throughout the day, actively look for opportunities to practice it. This is the idea of affinity or familial attachment, and it describes how our natural instinct for self-preservation gradually expands into a universal sense of concern for others and for the common good. As it grows, this concern extends to its immediate family, then friends, then community, then country, and ultimately to all of humanity. It's not enough to be personally virtuous. Our virtue must be expressed in how we interact with and serve the world. The Stoics believed this expansion of our circle of concern was a natural, rational process and a fundamental aspect of living in accordance with our social nature. This isn't just altruism. It's a profound self-interest, because contributing to the common good is, for the Stoics, an act of virtue, and virtue is the only true good. When you act justly, courageously, wisely, and temperately in service of others, you are fulfilling your highest human purpose. At night, reflect. Where did I apply chosen virtue today? Where could I have applied it better? This consistent, deliberate practice will slowly but surely reshape your character and reveal your deep purpose. You cannot be just without the temperance to control your selfish desires. They form a harmonious whole, and by striving to embody them, you are actively building a purposeful life. Your purpose isn't something external you chase. It's the internal cultivation every action, every decision, every day. Your unique skills, talents, and position in the world are not just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of the whole. What small act of kindness or contribution can you make today for someone outside your immediate circle? How can your work, no matter how humble, contribute to the common good? Look for ways to connect your personal actions with broader, positive impact. This active outward focus is a powerful antidote to existential angst. This gives your life an enduring, robust sense of meaning that fleeting pleasures can never provide. It reminds you that your life is part of a larger whole. When your purpose becomes intertwined with the well-being of others. When you see your life as a contribution to the common good, your sense of meaning deepens exponentially. It's about knowing when enough is enough, avoiding excess, and exercising rational control over your emotions and passions. It ensures that your desires don't rule you, that you are not a slave to pleasure or pain, and that you maintain balance in all aspects of life. It frees you from the endless pursuit of external gratification. This shift in perspective is liberating because it means you can begin living a purposeful life right now, regardless of your circumstances. You don't need to find your purpose. You live your purpose through your choices and actions. It wasn't about what you get out of life, but about what you bring to it and how you live it. The Stoics believed in oikeiosis, the idea that we have a natural inclination to care for ourselves, then our family, then our friends, and eventually all of humanity. Justice is the active manifestation of this interconnectedness. It means fulfilling your duties, being honest, and contributing to the common good. It extends to treating everyone with dignity, regardless of their status or relationship to you. The Stoics recognize that these pursuits, while tempting, ultimately lead to dissatisfaction and a sense of emptiness. They are indifferent, neither inherently good nor bad, and certainly not reliable foundations for a meaningful life, because they are outside our complete control and temporary by nature. This is precisely what the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers. In this comprehensive guide, we'll dive deep into: are you primarily chasing external rewards, or are you motivated by desire to act with integrity, wisdom, and kindness? Begin to notice this distinction in your own life. When you feel a sense of unease or emptiness, ask yourself if your actions are truly aligned with what is within your control and what leads to genuine inner flourishing. The Stoic definition of purpose: why it's not about external achievements, but internal character. The 4 cardinal virtues, your ultimate compass for ethical living and meaningful action. Living in accordance with nature, understanding your role in the grand scheme, and contributing to the common good. Practical steps: how to integrate these principles into your daily life to find profound direction and satisfaction. By the end of this video, you won't just have a new understanding of purpose. You'll have a clear, actionable roadmap to start building a life that feels deeply significant, resilient, and truly your own. We often equate purpose with grand achievements or with finding that one passion that consumes us. The Stoics believed that human beings are fundamentally rational and social creatures. Why reason and virtue? Because when we act rationally, we are acting in alignment with our highest human faculty. This stands in stark contrast to chasing fleeting pleasures, accumulating wealth for its own sake, or seeking external validation. True purpose, then, is an internal state of being and acting, not an external outcome. Practical application: take a moment to reflect on what currently drives your daily actions. If living in accordance with virtue is the path to purpose, what exactly are these virtues? These 4 virtues are: wisdom. This is the foundational virtue. How it guides purpose. Wisdom helps you identify what truly aligns with your rational nature and what leads to genuine well-being, steering you away from superficial pursuits. Example: when facing a difficult ethical dilemma at work, wisdom guides you to consider all angles, potential consequences. Justice: this virtue encompasses fairness, integrity, and acting rightly towards others and the community. How it guides purpose: justice grounds your purpose in contribution, empathy, and ethical conduct. Example: going out of your way to help a colleague, even if it's not directly your responsibility. Or speaking up against an unfair policy demonstrates justice. Courage: this isn't just physical bravery in battle, but moral courage. How it guides purpose: courage enables you to overcome internal resistance and external obstacles in pursuit of your meaningful path. Example: pursuing a new career path despite the fear of failure, admitting a mistake, or standing firm on your principles even when pressured to compromise. Temperance: this virtue is about discipline over your desires, impulses, and appetites. How it guides purpose: temperance provides the discipline and focus needed to pursue a meaningful life without succumbing to distractions or destructive impulses. It ensures you direct your energy wisely. Example: resisting the urge to procrastinate, controlling an outburst of anger, managing your spending wisely, or engaging in healthy habits rather than impulsive indulgence. These four virtues are not separate boxes. They are deeply intertwined. Practical application: at the start of your day, choose one virtue you want to focus on. Beyond the individual virtues, Stoicism offers another powerful concept for finding meaning: oikeiosis. Initially, a child's concern is solely for itself. If our purpose is to live rationally and virtuously, and if we are inherently social beings, then a truly meaningful life must involve contributing to something larger than ourselves. This concept directly combats the feeling of isolation and meaninglessness that can arise from a purely self-centered pursuit of happiness. Consider how much satisfaction comes from truly helping someone, or from being part of a team that achieves something for the benefit of many. This could manifest in countless ways: being a responsible, contributing member of your family, excelling in your profession in a way that provides value to society, volunteering for a cause you believe in, treating strangers with kindness and respect, engaging in ethical business practices. Every act of service, every moment of genuine connection, every effort to make the world a slightly better place becomes an expression of your purpose. How can you expand them? Practical application: regularly reflect on your circles of concern. It starts with consistent, deliberate practice. So, how do we weave these profound Stoic principles into the fabric of our daily lives? to build that truly purposeful existence. 1. Define your values. Take time to sit down and truly reflect. What virtues do you most want to embody? If you had to pick one or two of the 4 cardinal virtues to focus on this week, which would it be? For example, perhaps you want to cultivate more courage to face difficult conversations, or more temperance in your digital consumption. Instead of, I need to get X, Y, and Z done, try today. I will approach my work with wisdom by planning carefully, and I will interact with colleagues with justice by listening attentively. This primes your mind to look for opportunities to live out your purpose through your actions. Making this explicit helps you look for opportunities to practice. 2. Mindful intention setting. Each morning, before the day pulls you in a million directions, set a clear intention. 3. The power of negative visualization for purpose. If your purpose involves acts of courage, you will need to face fear. If it involves justice, you'll need to confront unfairness. Don't shy away from these uncomfortable moments. See them as necessary training for building the very virtues that define your purpose. Remember, true growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. For example, if your purpose involves working for justice, focus on acting justly in your efforts, not solely on whether a particular outcome is achieved. Do your best, act with integrity, and then release attachment to the outcome. By contemplating the brevity and fragility of life, we are reminded of the urgency to live meaningfully right now. It strips away trivial distractions and clarifies what truly matters. Because every day is a precious opportunity that won't return. This protects your sense of purpose from external failures and allows you to find meaning in every step of the journey. While we usually discuss negative visualization for overcoming obstacles, it can also illuminate purpose. Imagine your life at the end. What would you regret not having done? What kind of person would you regret not having become? This contemplation often reveals the virtues you value most and the contributions you truly wish to make. It's something created from within, through your commitment to living virtuously and serving something larger than yourself. It's not about complex rituals or elusive secrets, but about fundamentally shifting your perspective and focusing your energy on what truly matters. Which one resonates most with you right now? Which one do you feel is most important for you to cultivate more deeply in your life this week? It cuts through superficial desires and points you toward your deeper purpose. 4. Embrace discomfort in service of virtue. Observe how this intentional focus on virtue begins to reshape your actions, your reactions, and your sense of direction. You'll begin to feel that deep satisfaction that comes from living a life of true meaning. Perhaps it's justice, extending kindness or fairness to someone, and share it with someone who might be searching for their purpose. And I want to hear from you. in the comments below. Tell me which virtue you plan to cultivate more deeply this week, and how you hope it will guide your actions. Let's build a community committed to living more purposefully. Perhaps it's courage, facing a small fear, or having a difficult conversation. Perhaps it's temperance, exercising self-control over an impulse or habit. May you find your purpose and live a life of profound meaning. They often require stepping outside your comfort zone. Meaningful lives are rarely easy. Where did I fall short? 5. Daily reflection. The Stoic evening review. Your purpose is revealed and cultivated in every conscious choice you make. Every virtuous action you take, every moment you live in alignment with your highest self. It is a life lived with integrity, resilience, and a profound sense of contribution. This purposeful life is not only deeply satisfying, but also remarkably robust, because its foundation lies within you, beyond the reach of external fortunes. Before bed, ask yourself, this isn't about self-condemnation, but about honest self-assessment and continuous improvement. It reinforces the neural pathways for living purposefully. Where did I act virtuously today? Did my actions today align with my highest purpose, or was I swayed by external pressures or fleeting desires? How did I contribute to the common good today? 6. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Your ultimate purpose lies in living virtuously, not in achieving specific external results. 7. Memento mori. This Stoic practice, often misunderstood as morbid, is actually incredibly life-affirming. We've now explored how Stoicism provides a robust, practical framework for finding and living a deeply meaningful life. Understanding that your ultimate purpose lies in living in accordance with reason and virtue. Mastering the 4 cardinal virtues, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, as your unwavering ethical compass. Expanding your circle of concern to find deep meaning in contributing to the common good, and integrating these principles through consistent daily practices that transform your character and actions. You don't need to embark on a grand quest to find your purpose. The world today often feels chaotic, confusing, and devoid of deeper meaning. But the truth is, meaning is always available to you. Your purpose is waiting to be expressed through your daily choices. It's waiting for you to step into the fullness of who you can be. So, here's your challenge, your first step towards a more purposeful existence. Reflect on the 4 cardinal virtues. Perhaps it's wisdom, seeking truth and clarity in your decisions. Choose just one virtue, and for the next 7 days, actively look for opportunities to practice it in your daily life. If this video has inspired you to explore Stoicism further, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Thank you for joining me on this journey.